can't believe they actually left me behind. Excuse me, I had a reservation for today.
I'm sorry, sir, but it seems we were contacted 3 days ago regarding the cancellation of this reservation.
Excuse me? Hello there. My name is Suguru. I may look ridiculously ordinary, but I actually hold a position in a major conglomerate. No, wait a minute, Michiru!
You're just so slow. Shake a leg and keep up, will ya?
Everyone! Don't leave me behind! Since I was a student, I thought I'd end my life as a single man without having any relationships with girls. But she gave me a helping hand.
Hi there. My name is Michiru.
Hello. My name is Suguru.
Aw, you're quite the serious gent, aren't ya?
I met Michiru through an introduction from a mutual acquaintance. I heard that there was a girl who wanted to meet me, and I immediately took the bait, without a moment of hesitation.
What kind of work do you usually do, Mr. Suguru?
I'm actually a department manager of MoniRobo company.
What? You don't mean the famous MoniRobo company? The top conglomerate in the domain of household electronics?
Yes, you're spot on actually. That's how it was. And I, who wasn't used to being around women, fell in love at first sight with her as she constantly showed me kindness and affection. I thought if I missed this chance, I wouldn't be able to get married at all. And so, I got married without even trying to get to know her better very much.
I hope we'll be together forever, darling.
Me too. How could I have known that this was the beginning of a nightmare? This was only a week after we got married. I'm home. Sorry I'm a little late. Michiru?
Hey, is this all you have for this month's living expenses?
Before her on the table was an envelope with the month's living expenses inside. I already made a decent living at that point, but I never liked wasting money, so I withdrew only a fixed amount from the bank every month and didn't spend anything else at all. Yeah, but we just started our married life, so I withdrew more than I had calculated, just in case.
Are you kidding me? At this rate, I can't live a luxurious life at all, can I?
Michiru?
Why do you think I freaking married you for, huh? It was only to spend a lot of money and live a luxurious life, of course. Can you go withdraw twice as much money right now?
What? But...
Hurry up! Do you want me to divorce you?
Sorry, I'll take out some more money right away. Just 1 week after we got married, Michiru showed me her true colors. She married me just because of my money, but I'm 38 this year, and if I miss this chance, I'll be single forevermore. No way! I was scared shitless of getting a divorce, so I decided to obey Michiru's every command, and she got more and more cocky.
And put a surveillance camera there too.
We don't need a camera in the house, though.
What are you talking about? I don't know when you'll attack me after all.
No, we're married, aren't we? Aren't we? I was being denied the fact that we were married at all, and additionally...
Everyone, this trip is all paid for by Suguru, so let's have fun as much as we can.
Oh, hail, Mr. Moneybags! I didn't hear anything about that! Michiru wanted to brag about her wealth, so she often took her family on trips with my money. How often, you ask? About 10 times in 12 months. And to top it off...
The old house has gotten pretty worn out recently.
Suguru, buy her a new house.
Yes, ma'am. I was afraid that Michiru would divorce me, so I could do nothing but accept her demands to buy her parents a house. And just today marks the beginning of our memorable 11th trip. If you don't hurry, we'll leave you behind, buddy! Hey, now, wait up!
Eating crabs and scallops surrounded by a landscape of snow? I'm so looking forward to this.
How could I have known that I would receive the biggest, most terrible blow of all? I can't believe they actually left me behind. Excuse me, I have a reservation for today.
I'm sorry, sir, but it seems we were contacted 3 days ago regarding the cancellation of this reservation.
Excuse me? I panicked and immediately contacted Michiru and the others and received an unbelievable reply. What's all this about the hotel being canceled?
Sorry, I canceled it because it was cheap.
We're actually over here right now. What? Where is this? Where the hell is this?
Who knows? If you're upset, go search for it yourself. Oh, and I'm having you pay for everything, just so you know.
How much of a fool are you gonna make of me? Enough of this! Mark my words. I shall divorce her myself! The frustration that had been building up for the past 2 years finally exploded. So I took the plunge and did something particularly devastating. As a result, Michiru and her relatives were going to experience hell freezing over. But I was sure they'd never see it coming. What a refreshing morning. Yes? Hello?
Shut up! My card has been blocked off and I can't freaking use it.
Oh, I had it blocked yesterday because it was being used illegally.
What the? Why? Isn't it normal for a wife to use her husband's card?
You're not my wife anymore.
What?
I let out all the frustration that had been building up for so long over the phone. After about 10 minutes of ranting. And so, I decided that a woman who takes my money is not my wife. Let's get a divorce.
What? You're so selfish. This is outrageous.
Yeah, I think the bitch who's been playing around with my money so much is the outrageous one here.
Isn't that what a wife should expect? Anyway, we can't go home unless you let me use my card.
Hey now, you should have your own wallet, right? But I was shocked and disgusted by what she said next.
I don't have it.
Huh?
I was going to make you pay for everything, so I didn't bring it with me.
Oh wow. 'Tis the season to be even more miserable, it seems. So you mean you're homeless and penniless, surrounded by a landscape of snow? I hope you can return home safely.
Oh, hey, wait a minute! Honey, wait!
Yeah, if you bet on the notion that the pit of fury in my bowl full of jelly started to simmer after hearing her cries, you'd be rich. But this was just the tip of the iceberg. Okay then, I'll finish up the other formalities quickly.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was wrong for everything. Please forgive me.
Absolutely not! You might be wondering, how did it end up like this? The story goes back a little bit, actually. Yes, hello?
Hey! Why is the house put up for sale?
Safely back from the county of snow, Michiru would dial me an angry phone call. Why, you ask? Because I don't need it. I mean, it's not even your house. It's in my name after all.
Then, where should I go back to?
I decided to get a divorce, and I quickly sold off the house that Michiru and I had been living in. Additionally, well, your parents' house is gone now too, after all.
You didn't... Don't tell me.
I'm totally not telling you that the house you made me buy your family was in my name, and that I took this opportunity to sell it off too.
What have you done?
Think of it as me releasing all my pent-up resentment. Now let's negotiate the divorce with lawyers next week.
You think you can get away with doing all of this? I'll get you to pay me alimony. Mark my frickin' words.
I don't think that's possible.
Why not?
Because all the things you've done to me are recorded on all the security cameras you've installed around the house. In actuality, she was a tyrant even at home, and in the event I didn't listen to her, she'd immediately go crazy and start throwing things at me. I have all that footage in my hands now. I might even end up getting alimony from you, sweetie.
You goddamn... You'll regret this.
Hey, was that the wife I've heard oh so much about? Ah, Mr. Executive Director, sir. I'm sorry you heard all that. Ah, the woman had a really loud voice after all. I got caught by a strange bitch, sir. I'll tell you that. You lose points because of your looks, buddy. Such a waste, since you're so talented. Come now, sir. I can't tell if you're praising me or making fun of me. But I hope you can get a smooth divorce. Well, I actually do think I'll get it all done fairly smoothly, sir. But the executive director's words turned out to be true. The day was the same as the day I called Michiru to the law firm to negotiate the divorce. I hope it goes well, but what? What showed up at the firm was far beyond my expectations.
It's been a while, Suguru.
There stood Michiru, dressed up so extravagantly that you would think she was a high-class escort roaming the streets at night. I didn't understand what was going on at all. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, I thought that if I dressed up so well like this, you would give up on this nonsensical idea of divorce.
Wait a minute. I don't understand this at all.
You're in love with me all over again when you just saw how pretty I am, right?
Huh?
I'll forgive you now, so just cancel the divorce quickly.
Michiru then went on to talk about how much of a goddess she was for over 20 minutes. I got so pissed that she thought I would be lured by this kind of succubus play, and I told her family that no matter what you do to sway me, I have no intention of canceling the divorce. Then Michiru completely lost her belligerence and clung to me, crying and begging.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was wrong for everything. Please forgive me.
Absolutely not!
Please, honey. I seriously have nowhere to go, and I'll catch a cold if this goes on.
I don't know how anyone could forgive someone who has made a fool of them like this. I couldn't comprehend her logic, so I left my lawyer as Michiru's opponent and decided to proceed with the arrangements for the trial. And as expected, I won by a landslide. Since I wasn't just used by Michiru, but also by all of her relatives, I was able to get some alimony from them in addition to Michiru. It truly was a memorable day. Well. So you're back to being a bachelor now. Let's go a little crazy today as a celebration. I thought I was completely at ease with all that BS behind me. But the real battle was just beginning. Worked hard today too. Wait, hold on. My mailbox is full. Yes! I've met my quota! Feeling motivated, are we? Mr. Executive Director! How are you, buddy? Are you getting used to the dormitory yet? Oh, hell yes, sir! It's great to live a life where no one talks shit about you! Why the hell would you marry such a person? After my divorce was finalized, I decided to live in my workplace's dormitory. It was spacious and comfortable enough because it was designed to accommodate an entire family. However, there was something that bothered me. Coming! What? No one's there? At night, when no one was there, someone would knock on my door. Some delinquent prank, maybe? If the pranks got any more extreme, I'll call the police. That's what I was nonchalantly thinking, but the situation took an unexpected turn. Phew, I worked hard today too. Wait, hold on. My mailbox is full. Inside my mailbox was a bunch of creepy letters written in red. I got pretty spooked and checked the entrance to my room where... This was getting out of hand, so I called the police right away and explained the situation. But they didn't take me seriously because they said I didn't look like someone who would be the victim of a stalker. It's definitely Michiru. Well, this is a disaster. I wonder how she found out where you live. She was probably staking out the company dorms around my return home. And the police shouldn't judge people by their appearance and deal with the situation properly. Aren't you making fun of me, sir? No, I really do think so, buddy. What's going on, folks? While I was talking to the executive director, my colleagues gathered around. I decided to explain the situation to them, and then, I see. If it's that bad, then you should... That's right. With that plan, I can catch Michiru once and for all. It was an ingenious plan to get out of this situation. Let me explain it to you.
It's sloppy management to have no one there during work hours. All right then, if I do this much, Seguro will complain and come back to me. Well then, I should be getting home so I won't be found out.
Hold it right there!
Who the hell?
So, it was you after all, eh?
Seguro? Why at this time? Wait, what the? Why are there so many people here?
That's because we're not letting you get away. Everyone who lives at the workplace dorms takes paid leave and cooperates in a stakeout to catch any suspicious people. It's a simple but ingenious idea. I just happen to have some paid leave left, and if everyone is willing to help, let's just put a stop to this once and for all! That's how we took turns taking paid leave and watching over the workplace dormitories from that day onward. Everything you ever did has been recorded on security cameras. Give up, now!
But why? I thought this plan would work.
And that's how the problem regarding Michiru stalking me was resolved. Is what I want to say. Insufficient evidence? There's no evidence of her repeating the crimes, so they just said that I should talk it over with her personally. How could something like that happen? I can't even say anything. I'm so done with the police. To our great surprise, Michiru was released due to a lack of evidence. Perhaps we were too quick to act. Well, there hasn't been any stalking since then, but she does still message me relentlessly. I suppose the only alternative would be to hire a detective or something to gather proper evidence. I suppose. A detective, eh? I'll think about it. Well, if the direct stalking has ceased, I don't think it's going to worry too much about it now. I suppose that's also true. And as if to betray my fears, nothing happened for a month after that. But then, I got hold of some outrageous information. Good lord. How much does that bitch have to make fun of me before she's satisfied? Sorry. You want to take today off work? Yes. I need to take care of something as soon as possible, sir. Your ex-wife again? You're overthinking it, buddy. But what if I told you? What? Forget what I said! You should act on that immediately! I went to Michiru's family home to meet and talk with her about something crucial. However, on the way, I realized that I'd actually sold her family home. Ah, that's right. I completely forgot. At this rate, I don't know where she is. At that moment, a phone call addressed to me. Dude, get your ass home at once! A burglar has broken into your room! I was so shocked by these words that I couldn't say anything back. I'm sorry, driver. Please, take me to this address immediately. This is an emergency. What's going on? Suguru, I called the police, but... I had a short word with the police and went into my room. I really thought something valuable had been stolen, but my seal is gone! The only thing that was missing was my official seal. Well, that's bad enough. But why would she just take the seal and not the money? Suguru! Buddy! Mr. Executive Director! What are you doing here? Because you don't answer your damn phone! This is even worse than you think! Oh my god, it just doesn't end! What's going on now? Apparently, a subordinate saw your ex-wife Michiru run away from the workplace storms! What? The missing seal, and then the sighting of Michiru running from this building. Just then, I had a crazy idea. If this idea was correct, you need to report this to the police right away! If she escapes, it'll be troublesome! No, it won't be that bad. What? I already know where she is.
If I have only this, I could do it again.
Unfortunately, I've got you.
Seguro, why?
I knew you would come here. That's why. I hopped on a taxi to get ahead of you.
No way. I was so close.
Those papers. Marriage registration papers, are they not?
What? How did you know?
You stole my seal, and that's the only use of it I could think of.
That's right. If I submit this, we'll be married again, and so I won't have to pay alimony.
Sure, but marriage registration is invalid without the consent of both parties, you see.
No, please.
And I had a detective look into you as well. He told me some unbelievable information. So Michiru was cheating on me from before we got married, up until recently? Indeed. Michiru had been dating the man who introduced me to her all this time. She married me so that they could take my money together. It seems like you were dumped after divorcing me, but I'm gonna sue you both for this, so prepare yourself.
How did you know?
He's a talented director after all. Apparently, you gave half of the money you stole from me to that bastard. I nearly let him escape unscathed.
That's right. It was all that man's instructions. I did nothing wrong. I'm the victim here too.
Okay, maybe that's true.
Then?
But the moment you break into my house to steal something, you'd be arrested for trespassing and theft.
What? What? You're kidding, right? Why?
Well, you did something bad, so of course you'd be arrested, right?
No, I don't want to get caught. Help me.
Go to prison and reflect on your actions.
No. Please.
After that, she stood trial and was found guilty of trespassing and theft. What with everything that had happened with her, I don't think a bit of repenting in a prison cell is going to be enough. And regarding the man who had an affair with Michiru, I also successfully fought my way to victory in court. I received appropriate alimony for his adultery. Moving away, are you? I'm gonna miss you. Michiru knows my address after all. It'd be another pain if she came back to look for me after she's released. For real. It was only for a short time. But thanks for all the same, dude. Hey now, I'll see you again at work, won't I? I decided to use the alimony I won to move to a house with better security. According to word on the street, apparently, Michiru's relatives were forced to move after word of her repeated crimes spread around the neighborhood. My ex-mother-in-law was especially treated as a nuisance by both their relatives and their neighbors. She looks like a completely different person now, it seems. So skinny and thin compared to when she was traveling on someone else's money, living a poor life. I want to entrust you with overall responsibility for the next project. Me, sir? Yes. Until recently, you were a relatively weaker man, but after all that trouble with your ex-wife, you've become stronger, buddy. Now I feel I can trust you with the job without a doubt. Thank you so much. Unlike those pricks who hit rock bottom, my life is finally starting to go smoothly. For now, all I can say is that living life as a bachelor is the best. Well, I guess I'll take this opportunity to improve my eyes when it comes to women, and I'd like to take good care of myself and my appearance as well.